Welcome back everyone, this is Traycon here, the gaming statistician, bringing you my first Clash of Clans video in quite some time and also my first video in quite some time as well. But I just want to kind of highlight the extreme power of Valkyries in this video. I just recently got level 5 valks. I raided with them a few times in just going through and pushing for trophies a little bit. These last couple weren't, but a few of these matches you can see there against Matthew. I used 14 valks, 2 golems, 12 wizards. That seems to be a really good rating technique, really easy to get 2 stars, sometimes occasionally get 3 stars. But for the most part, it's just really good in wars because you can plan out your attack. So let's go in and check out valks in wars. So this was my attack against the opposing clan's second strongest Town Hall 10. You can see it's a pretty strong Town Hall 10. The first thing I do is use 4 earthquakes to open up this area, as well as do damage to their Inferno Tower, a X-bow, and some other high hit point items there. I'm going to then lay down a golem on the high side here, back it up with wizards, open up with a few wall breakers. I'm eventually going to use a heal there along with a few valks to make sure that I clear out that entire left side. The reason I want to do that is I want my main force of valks here, which is 10 Valkyries plus 4 in my clan castle, as well as my heroes. I want them to just be funneled right down the middle here towards all of these high-powered defenses. And then you can see the clan castle comes out, and then there's the Archer Queen, the Inferno Tower, and X-bow, and I freeze all of that at the same time, and that was really, really helpful for this attack. And I used a rage spell to pretty much kill everything before it became an issue. Second freeze attack, got an Inferno Tower as well as some Teslas, and that pretty much opened up the entire base pretty well. And now my units are fairly well spread out. The king's a little bit stuck on the side there, but I'm going to use a rage, or at least his rage ability, to get through that wall a little bit more quickly, that level 10 wall. My queen is taking a good amount of damage. To make sure she doesn't die, though, I'm going to go ahead and pop her ability, and she's going to be able to take out a couple of those more defenses. And you can see there's really just not much left. So the only defense left is a wizard tower, and at this point you can tell it's going to be an easy 3-star. So because I still have a golem left, I still have my barbarian king, I still have my queen. So even though there's not a ton of time left in this attack, I have plenty of attack power left from my my attacking forces to get through this base in no time. So my queen's kind of stuck on that wall, barbarian king stuck on that wall. These level 10 walls are pretty strong. They take a little while to get through, but it's not an issue as long as there's a little bit of backup firepower and then no defenses. If there are any defenses left, then I really would have been in trouble there because I would have been stuck on the walls and the defenses would have been hitting me. But this base in general, when you open up that one spot right there, it pretty much made the whole base open to any of my units that had range ability, and you can see it's a pretty easy 3-star. So Valkyries, lots of power, good fun, and we can go ahead and look at the war map. And this war just recently ended, but we won it pretty easily, 37-29. So we can go ahead and take one more look at my other attack. It was against another base here, and we'll go ahead and check that out now. So now we're going to look at, this was actually my first attack in this war. The Town Hall 10 here is not quite as strong as the one I showed you before, but it was just my first attack in this war, and it was the first time I've actually used valks in a war. So I did the same thing here, opened up that nice area in the middle with 4 earthquakes, and kind of similar strategy up here, where I'm going to use the golem. Unfortunately, I had a wall breaker fail there, but I always bring extras. And use the golem and a few wizards on that right side to clear that out, and a few valks so that I can get my main attacking force down this left side here with all the rest of my valks, the clan castle, and my barbarian king and archer queen. And so because I took this whole area out with that starting set of troops there, everyone heads down towards the middle, right towards the town hall there. I had a slight freeze failure where I missed the Inferno Tower. So that hurt a little bit, but you put a couple rages down and the valks pretty much destroy everything really quickly. And so this attack is going pretty well. I think it would have gone better if I didn't miss that first freeze spell. If I gotten that Inferno Tower in the first freeze spell, I think it would have gone even better than it has. Unfortunately, my Barbarian King here starts to take a pretty good amount of damage, and I decided to rage him to get through that wall. And my Archer Queen is following him. I think if I had had slightly stronger heroes, they might have been able to get through all these defenses, but there were just quite a few defenses for them to get through. And that Wizard Tower takes out pretty much most of the Barbarian King support there with his little guys that came out. I still have my Archer Queen power, but now the Barbarian King is starting to take a good amount of damage from an X-bow as well as a cannon, and he's about to go down. I'm at 80%, 81%, getting close to 3 stars, but not going to quite make it. But the nice thing is, Town Hall 10 attacks, if you can get 2 stars, it usually means you're doing quite well. If you can get a 2 stars with a high percentage, it helps out a lot because my clan, I feel like 1 out of every 10 wars we tend to tie, so high percentages are always nice. And if you can get 3 stars, then it definitely goes well. And I came really close to 3-starring here. Pretty much just didn't get that 1 archer tower and cannon. So pretty excited about valks. Plan on using them mostly in the future. These 2 bases were really good setups to use valks because there are not that many open spaces. You want to really the wide open bases, you kind of want to use a different strategy, maybe include bowlers or something like that. But if you can find the right base for valks, you have a really good chance of 3-starring them as a Town Hall 10. So thanks for watching. I'm going to try to continue to make more videos in the future. Peace.